I would say that my greatest strengths are leadership and responsibility. When I worked as a summer camp counselor, I had to manage a big group of kids all by myself when my coworker couldn't come in one day. When I had to manage the kids by myself, I had to entertain them and provide for them throughout the day. We ended up playing a game called Graveyard, and the objective was the game was to run across the road and not have the other team tag you. As the kids were playing, they realized that they weren't doing it right and they kept giving up and being frustrated with themselves. I told them that they have to work together in order to get across the road and in order to stop the other team from getting there. So after I told them this, they started figuring it out and then they got excited that they were completing the game. A notable weakness that I have is that I don't take criticism very well. At my last job, when I was a cashier at a crepe shop, my manager told me that I needed to separate the strawberries into semi-ripe and ripe strawberries. When she first told me this, I didn't want to listen to her because I thought what I was doing was the right thing, but it wasn't my place to think that. Well, once I kept doing this, then I realized that it was affecting our company and the customers negatively because the customers wanted ripe strawberries. So I listened to my manager and I separated the strawberries into semi-ripe and ripe bins. And then after I did this, then customers started coming back and asking for strawberries and my manager was pleased with me. I realized that I should always take criticism into my consideration and think of the bigger picture. One time where a coworker wasn't doing their fair share of work is when I was doing a group project for school. We had to do a PowerPoint, which is a total of 10 slides. So we agreed upon that I would do 5 slides and then she would do 5 slides. And then we said we would get it done over the weekend. But when we met up again, she said that she hadn't finished her slides because she had stuff going on at home and didn't have time to do it. I sympathized with her and I told her that I would help her get her slides done. So I piled her work on top of mine. And we also had to do voiceover for the slides. So I asked her if she would be able to do the voiceover for her slides and then I can do it for mine. And she said, yeah, she will. And then when we met up another time, she said she didn't get it done because she didn't have time again. And so instead of telling her I was frustrated with her work ethic, I piled her work on top of mine once again. And in the end, we ended up getting a good grade. But next time I think that I should express to her how I feel about the situation and maybe we can get an even better grade next time. One time where I didn't work well with a supervisor is when at my last job when I was a cashier at the crepe shop. At the end of my shift, I was asking my manager when I would work next and she replied to me with, I'll just tell you next time, but she never told me. And as the days went on, I asked her again, when will I be working next? And then she continued to tell me that I'll let you know soon or I'll tell you when I get home. And she still didn't do that. And this made me kind of mad because I would like to know when I'm working next and I would like to have more hours since it was usually on the weekends and I didn't have school around that time. And so when she kept doing this, I didn't express to her how I felt. And instead of actually confronting her, I decided to leave the job because she never contacted me again for about a month or so. A little bit about myself. I was a manager for my high school basketball team. I used to play my freshman and sophomore year of high school, but I got torn down and I let what other people think of me get to me, so I had no confidence, and so I took a year off from playing basketball. And then when I was coming back, I decided if I wanted to play or just to be a manager because I could do either one. And so I decided to be a manager because I didn't think I was fit enough to play again. And so once I became a manager, I thought that it would just be hanging out and like having fun with my friends that I knew and enjoy basketball. But it became so much more than that. I grew as a person and as a leader, and I got to do scorebook, video recording. I got to help the girls in practice and I helped motivate them and keep them focused. And when I do this, it helped me grow as a leader and it also helped me grow as a person because I got to help other people grow and advance in basketball and in life skills. So this was an honor to me because I really enjoy helping people and helping them be the best that they can.